When I was going to school here, there were some Bruce Lee movies were coming out. There was a TV show that was hugely popular. It was called Kung Fu with David Carradine. When you're only one of a handful of Asian students here, all of the kids are going to be saying, "Do you know Kung Fu? Do you know karate?" And no, I don't know any of that. But I always took it in good stride. My dad's family, it started with his father owned a grocery store, a neighborhood grocery store at 3rd Avenue and 17th Street. And he went over to China acting like the successful American business person, and he actually convinced my grandmother's family to let her come back to the United States with him. We grew up here in this neighborhood, and this is around the Campbell and Glen area. And all of my friends went to this school, and we did scouts together, we played sports together, and we even went to the public libraries that are nearby. My dad was an attorney and became a court commissioner, and then became a judge of the Superior Court here in Tucson. He really wanted to be a sports reporter. The climate, the social structure of America, it's not just Tucson, wasn't set up to really be accepting of someone from Asian descent being a sports writer back then. So he went for the more sure bet he was a history major at the U of A, and then with a focus of wanting to become a judge. And he's always been very goal-oriented. So then he got into Harvard Law School after the war and came back and started practicing here in Tucson. I started writing for the Arizona Daily Star in sports. So, now I'm publishing this free educational newspaper for kids. And I didn't see anything in terms of my race to prevent me from doing what I wanted to do.
我叫陈曦，然后现在是研究生2年级，在读 Public Administration， 方向是 Collaborative Governance， 然后5月份就毕业了，不想走啊。我很早之前就开始申请工作了，所以也有很少的 offer 给我，也有很多就是拒绝的。如果实在没有，我有60天的 grace period， 对吧？然后留在这里，然后就回国了。这几天都是蛮忙的，春假回来。因为我是少数民族，我是回族的，对。开封最早居住的东大寺，就是清真寺，东大寺那边的回民最早是犹太人的后裔，包括我们都是。但是现在肯定是混来混去，都变成大家差不多。我和我的家人 we don't practice， 但是我们还保持着吃东西的习惯。我们不吃猪肉，不吃血，其实还就是一直在还 keep 这个习惯的回族已经不太多了，很多回族他还什么都吃那种，但是也无所谓，大家人各有志嘛。是。对于回族来说，最大的节日就是开斋节、古尔邦节这样，但是我们没有春节什么的，春节是汉族的嘛，但是我们也过。大家的生活环境都是一样的，所以生活习性也是一样的。春节嘛，大家都放鞭炮、吃年夜饭，我们也放鞭炮、吃年夜饭。然后， 已经很多很多年了，这都是很早开始就是这样。
When my son was born, I gave him the Chinese name Lop Chung, which means, it's greasy Chinese sausage. So it was just a little tongue-in-cheek joke there. But, it reflected our heritage. I grew up with Lop Chung being steamed and then served up at the dinner table. Starting with our generation, unfortunately, that's when we started disconnecting with what used to be a very tightly knit Chinese community here in Tucson. Yeah, it used to be, if you were Chinese and if you spoke Cantonese, you didn't even need to learn English because there was such a tightly knit community in the downtown Tucson area. They all had different shops and various businesses that they did. My dad could speak a little bit of Cantonese, and I don't speak any Cantonese except for the embarrassing bad stuff that Dad would teach us in the car on our family vacations in the summertime. We do have the Chinese Cultural Center now up on River Road that has helped bring the community back together and also has brought in non-Asians to be able to appreciate the Tucson Chinese culture. I don't think I really understood the value of staying connected to the Chinese community, and if I knew what I know now, if I knew it back then, I probably would have made a more of an effort to stay in touch and to do more social things with the.
就是我会听外国的歌，就可能从小就喜欢听英文歌。我弹吉他是从去年11月开始的，也就是现在才4个月，以前没有学过，所以只能说进步很快，但是弹的并不是很好。我觉得 music 是一个很神奇、很珍贵的东西，就是在你的生命中已经有一样东西可以让你一辈子都丢不掉了，就是你什么时候都不会觉得很孤单，就有一个东西一直在陪着你的感觉非常好。我本科的时候经常去演出，经常会唱歌这样，但是来这儿之后就没有什么 platform， 不太，所以就自己玩。来到美国之后，我对自己是个回族这样的一个认识没有以前那么强烈，就是对民族观念没有那么强烈，但是习俗必须自己去维持这个东西，因为没有一个场所让你去做这件事情，一些原则上的东西自己需要自觉的保持。刚入大学的时候，或者刚来美国的时候，都是一个新的起点，没有人认识你，所以你是什么样子大家都会接受，所以为什么不把自己趁此机会改变成一个更好的样子呢？哇哇！